Welcome back, guys, to Summerslam Review Series 1992 now. And this was, well, when a lot of people talk about SummerSlam 1992, they talk about this, well, it's only a kind of a one-match show, in my opinion. I know that people are going to say, oh, well, wasn't Warrior and Macho Man kind of that match? Yeah, they had, a good match, but I think the one match that a lot of people say that was just the match was the main event between why did I say Owen Hart? Bret Hart and the British Bulldog for the IC title. And I can't remember the last time the IC title actually main evented a big four pay-per-view like a Survivor Series or a SummerSlam or a WrestleMania. I cannot remember the last time they actually did that since this pay-per-view. I don't know if they did that. I mean, I know that they. I don't know if they ever. I don't know. Maybe they did. If you guys know, leave it in the comment section below. But yeah. I mean, do you guys know if they ever main evented another IC title? If they had the IC title main eventing another WWE pay per view? Like I'm talking big four. I'm not talking about those minor pay per views. I'm talking about the big four pay per views like WrestleMania, SummerSlam. Oh, I mean big three back then. So SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and yeah, WrestleMania. So yeah, that's what I want to know. That's the question of the day. So basically, we had the first match of the night, which was the Bushwhackers versus the Mountain and the Nasty Boys. I didn't really watch this. I didn't watch this match, so didn't have this. I didn't watch this match, so I cannot really comment about it. Then we had Papa Shango defeating Tino Santana. Actually, I was shocked to see Papa Shango get the win here. It was a short match to get people invested into it, so whatever. Then we had the Legion of Doom versus the Money Incorporated. I thought that this was really good here, a good match, just to really kick off SummerSlam properly. Babyface's go over though, I thought was pretty good there. But yeah, I was really digging this whole Ted DiBiase and the IRS tag team. I just fucking love those guys as a tag team. I just thought it was an awesome tag team. And the Road Warriors are just fucking Road Warriors. Like, who doesn't love those guys? But yeah, I mean, I thought this was a good match. And then we had Nails defeat Virgil. This was just a short match here to really establish Nails as really a top guy going forward because he was kind of going into this feud with the Big Boss Man. They was talking that I think he like injured the Big Boss Man at some point, so he was kind of. This was like WWF at the time building up Nails, this badass prisoner versus obviously the Big Boss Man, who's this badass cop and stuff like that. So I thought that this was a good way to get over Nails. Then we had Shawn Michaels versus Rick Martel, and this match was built around who because they both really wanted to wanted Sensational Sherry's attention or whatever. So they was fighting for her basically, and this ended basically in just a count out, just brawling up on the ramp. I thought that was really good, and then after that, Shawn Michaels gets Sensational Sherry. So I guess they continued it at Survivor Series. I don't really know, but yeah, I thought that they had a good match, but then it started off with the uh, double count out finish. And then we had the Natural Disasters versus the Beverly Brothers for the WWF Tag Team Titles. The Natural Disasters retain those Tag Team Titles. Then we have Crush versus Repo Man. Crush defeated Repo Man. Then we had the Ultimate Warrior defeat the Macho Man Randy Savage by countout for the WWF title. And you know what? This was a good match. I would say it was better than probably Bulldog and Hart, but this was probably best match of the night. This was the time when Mr. Perfect and Ric Flair and Macho Man were all feuding at the same time. They were because Flair came to WWF in 1992. He won the Royal Rumble. He went to WrestleMania to face Macho Man because it was that awesome feud at WrestleMania 8 with Macho Man and Ric Flair over Miss Elizabeth. Where Flair says, Elizabeth was sleeping with me, woo, or whatever he said. I just remember that. But yeah, that was so funny. But yeah, I really love that feud. I think that Macho Man and Flair feud. I think that's underrated in my opinion. You know, I mean, I was just digging it, man. And I wasn't even born in 1992, man. And me going back and watching this stuff from especially from the Hogan era, because I'm the guy from the Attitude Era, and I said this before. I started watching wrestling in 1999, man, and when wrestling was fucking red hot. And wrestling was still hot. Wrestling was kind of had its downfalls in 1992, obviously with the steroid um, shit they had, because obviously the WWF could have gone into business in 1992 if it wasn't for those fucking if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan and people saving the WWF when there was steroid scandals and shit like that. But yeah. But yeah, me going back watching this stuff as I mean, I think now that I'm obviously an adult now and I'm 20 and stuff. When you're older, you get to appreciate more stuff as you're older. Like when I was a kid, like I wouldn't care for watching like SummerSlam '92 or whatever, or stuff like that, because I mean I started watching wrestling in the Attitude Era, the fucking Attitude Era. That was when ECW and WCW and WWF were all feuding on the Monday Night Wars and whatever. So. Well, yeah, I love watching like old WWF pay-per-views or WCW or ECW or even NWA. I'm gonna start watching some NWA stuff. I think that's on the network, but I'm gonna watch that next year. Anyway, that's just me rambling on about fucking 1992 WWF. Anyway, I thought it was a good match. Warrior defeats Randy Savage by count out, so Randy Savage is still your WWF champion. Oh yeah. Then we had the Undertaker versus Kamala. I don't know. I was never a fan of Kamala, to be honest. Like, whatever. Undertaker defeats him, and yeah, that was that. I don't really want to talk about it too much. Then we get to the main event. It's British Bulldog versus Bret Hart, and now this was the best told story of the night. Now I know Flair and Macho Man that was second best, but you look at 1992, right? When you had Flair and you had Macho Man, you had Hogan, Warrior. I know they weren't freedom. I'm just saying that these big names we had in the company at that time. We had Mr. Perfect. We had Shawn Michaels, who was politicking, at that time with the Cliff and whatever. Well, I think the Cliff came a year later. I don't know. Yeah, they came a couple of years later, but he was still He was still, a backstage politician and stuff like that. So anyway, we had all those big names, and then you have Bret Hart versus the British Bulldog, two underrated guys. In my opinion, especially if you talk about all-time greats, especially the British Bulldog guys. Now, a lot of people like Bret Hart, but British Bulldog, in my opinion, he should be up there with one of those greats of all time, and I think he kind of gets, I don't know, like he kind of gets underrated because because the others have won like WWE title like Hogan and Flair and Macho Man and whatever, but you look at British Bulldog and he is one of those top main event guys. I mean, like Jake the Snake as well. Like he gets underrated. He's a guy that didn't even need a title to get over, and he was a fucking awesome character in Jake the Snake Roberts. But I digress again. Anyway, but this match was really good here. You had Diana Hart, who was the sister of Bret and the wife of Davey Boy. I thought that this played out really well. You had basically the family was quote unquote tore apart because of this whole feud, and they had a really good technical match like you thought you would with these two guys anyway. I thought they had a really kick-ass match. The finish was where Bret tries to go for the roll-up, but Davey Boy counts it into his own roll-up and gets the win. I thought that this was a real good way to end the match. It was really good. I just really enjoyed it. And after the match, Diana comes out through the crowd and raises Davey Boy and Bret's hand, and then after that they all embrace, and that's how SummerSlam 1992 ended. I thought overall SummerSlam was kind of a one match show in my opinion. It was only the main event that really was interesting in this show. I know obviously the Warrior and Savage match was good, but the real main event was obviously the IC title match. So yeah, that's my review of SummerSlam 1992, guys. What do you guys think of this SummerSlam? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Check you later.